welcome back to my channel. My name is Morongwa Mongo, short Mo. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for commenting, and just investing your time in this video. If you have a question, please leave it on the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer it. I've been wrestling a bit with what video I should start with. Oh, also, happy 2024! Happy New Year! I've been wrestling a bit with what video I need to start with in the new year, in the year of 2024. And I wanted to do an intro video. I think I wanted to do an intro video. This YouTube channel is going to be mostly about mind-body transformation, right? But there are other areas of my life that I would like us to talk about, I would like us to engage in. There's things that I've experienced in my life where I feel like they're almost anomalies that I'm like, let's chat about it. Let me share the information that I have pertaining to those things. Firstly, I think I'm going to cover 4 points in today's intro video, which is going to give us a sense of what my YouTube channel is going to be about, especially in this year. Firstly, I'm a personal trainer, and I will put some pictures here of the amount of people or the people that I've helped with on their weight loss journey. I'm a personal trainer, but I don't just prioritize exercising, and I'm not saying that is bad, right? The reason why I want to prioritize mind-body transformation is that I'm very big on mental health. I'm very big on psychology, and also I had a bad relationship. I think now I don't, but I had a bad relationship with food. And when I say bad relationship with food, I mean I had an eating disorder.
2017 happened. I started working. Before I started working, in the first month of the year, when I was still sitting at home and trying to find a job, all I could do and all I had to do was eating. And you'd find yourself like eating an entire box of cornflakes. And after
dry, no milk.
No, with milk.
With milk, yeah.
So I'd sit down, the milk is here, the box is here, and I'm just going. And I'm just going, and just keep adding, and you're going, and then at the time, because I couldn't afford a lot of things, I'd buy a box of oats, because I know if I have oats, this is very filling, and I'm going to get a lot of it. Then I'd put butter in it, I'd put sugar in it, and just keep going and going and going. Jan was done, I found a job. And I found a job, I got to a point where it's almost as if food was calling me by name. I couldn't cope. I couldn't cope unless I ate certain things. So I remember I'd go to work, and when I go to work, I use public transport. So I'd go to a CBD, and I tell myself that today I'm not buying scones. I'm done with scones. And then I'd pass the lady that sells the scones, and I'd be like, I can't. And then I'd buy them, and I'd eat my scones, and then I'd go to work. When you get to work, people are saying, oh, I haven't had breakfast. You're like, oh, I also haven't eaten. So we all go downstairs together, we chill, we have breakfast, then we go back to our office. While people are still working, I'll go back downstairs, go to the vending machine, get a piece of chocolate, get snacks, walk around the office while I'm eating that, so that I can get back to the office and say, what are we snacking on? As if I haven't snacked really.
And then I had disordered eating. And an eating disorder and disordered eating are two different things, which is something I'm going to do a video on. This video here is going to show you what videos I'm going to do at a later stage. So that's one of the videos I'm going to do, covering the difference between an eating disorder and disordered eating. And I suffered from bulimia for many, many years, right? And because of that, I've learned to prioritize my mental health on my weight loss journeys. I've been on quite a few weight loss journeys myself. I'll put a picture here to show. And I'm finally at a point in my life where I maintain a steady weight. And maybe I can also try and do a video on that, on how to maintain your weight loss, because there's a lot of videos that speak about how to lose weight, but many people don't speak about how to maintain the weight once you lose it. So that's the first thing that I'm going to cover majorly in this channel. eating disorders, content relating to personal training, content relating to weight loss more so, content relating to fixing your relationship with food and the likes, right? So that's the first thing. Then secondly, I did an accounting degree at UJ many years ago. I wanted to do psychology straight from varsity. But you know, the fear of sitting at home without a job, and you get told that people with psychology degrees are sitting at home without a job. Nah. I decided to do an accounting degree. Completed my accounting degree, but in my second year of my accounting degree, I realized that I actually wanted to be in entertainment. As much as I love psychology, but I also want to pursue a career in entertainment. And at the time, I didn't know that actually my accounting degree could help me get into the entertainment space, until my very first job was a television production accountant. And I did that for like a good 6 years. I know a lot of parents are very wary. They get very stressed, and it's a stern no when their child says they want to go into the entertainment space, right? But I would like to talk about the different careers that exist in the entertainment space, because it's not just about being on TV. There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. We have directors, we have producers, we have accountants, we have clerks, we have petty cash clerks, we have editors, there's sound, there's camera, there's a lot, there's units, there's a lot that goes into what we see on TV. And that's also another thing I'd like to talk about on this channel. I'd like to talk about my journey in the entertainment industry, what I have learned, the pros and cons. I mean, one of the cons already is the fact that you're going to freelance, unfortunately, for quite a bit, unless you're working for like your big broadcasters. Like I worked for MultiChoice for a year before I resigned. And, you know, that's where you get your benefits. You get your provident fund, you get your medical aid, you know. But before then, I was freelancing for many years without benefits, I mean, the benefits, leave days is all you get, but even when you're proper freelancing, you don't even get leave days, you know. So that's also another thing I'd like to cover. I was a television production accountant for about 6 years, and then I quit that. While I was a production accountant, I was studying psychology. I have a huge obsession for neuroscience. I have a huge obsession for cognitive neuroscience, cognitive psychology. And I knew that even though I wanted to be a psychologist, I didn't want to be a clinical psychologist, because clinical psychology did not provide me the opportunity to actually look at brain scans and unpack the brain at its core, unpack the brain at its unpack the anatomy of the human brain, you know, at a level that I wanted to do it. And I then decided that I would like to do neuropsychology. How I bumped into neuropsychology is a completely different story on its own. It's another video, right? But I'd like to cover that. I'd like to cover my journey also with psychology. I've completed my honors in psychology, and now I'm about to start my training in neuropsychology. But there's also a lot to unpack with training for neuropsychology. Firstly, UCT is the only university in South Africa that provides training for neuropsychology. Nobody else in this country will give you training for neuropsychology. And that on its own is a thing that people don't know about. Secondly, a lot of people don't know what neuropsychology is. We think psychology is your normal therapy, your normal couch time, you know, all of that. But there's a lot of types of psychology, firstly, and then there's this neuropsychology that is not known about. I'd like to cover that also. I'd like to speak more about neuropsychology in my channel. So those are the things that I would like to talk about in my channel. Those are the things that I would like us to explore, or those are the things that I would like to share about that I have experienced. And that's why I called them an anomaly at the beginning, right? Because something like neuropsychology is not known, but I've gotten the opportunity to be accepted into the program for neuropsychology. What does the program entail? That is something I will share as I go along. How did I even get in? That's a thing that we need to speak about. And yeah, so I really hope that we can grow together. I really hope that you guys can like my videos, will comment, will subscribe. And I really hope the information that I'm going to share is going to be very meaningful and very useful to you guys. And if you have any question about the topics that I said I'm going to be covering, anything personal training related or weight loss or eating disorder related, please leave a comment below. Anything television and industry related, please leave a comment below. Anything neuropsychology related, clinical neuropsychology, not clinical clinical neuropsychology. Oh yes, clinical neuropsychology. Or I wanted to say cognitive psychology. Please leave a comment below. And yeah, let us bond, let us grow, let us learn together. Thank you so much for dedicating time to watching this video yet again. And yeah, happy New Year!